We are back here. John Senko and Anthony Carlo courtside at Dratty Gymnasium. The Iona Gales going to take on the Manhattan College Jaspers. And let's get right to the starting lineups first. For the Jaspers, who currently sit 7th in the MAC, it starts in the backcourt of 5'7" junior from Roselle, New Jersey, Allison Skreck.
And John Allison's the lone player to start every game for the Jaspers, averaging 9 points per game, shooting 38% from the floor.
Alongside her, a 5'6" sophomore from Edgewater, New Jersey, Blake Underhill.
Since scoring 22 points in a close 3-point loss to Quinnipiac on January 12th, Underhill has averaged only 4 points per game in 7 games.
And then number 32, 6-foot senior from Marlton, New Jersey, Monica Roeder.
Well, here she is, John. I mean, she leads the team averaging with 12 points per game and has played at least 30 minutes in all but one conference game.
And then also down low, you have a junior, 6'1" from New York, Allison Steck.
She didn't start the last time out against the Gales, John, but did have 14 points off the bench, which is essential in any good win.
And then the center for the Jaspers, a sophomore standing at 6 foot, Shayna Erickson.
She leads the team with 7 rebounds a game, but has had only one double-digit rebounding game.
And that was the first game of the season for her, that double-digit rebounding game.
It's been a long drought.
And now for your Iona College Gales, it starts in the backcourt, as you know. Number 5, standing at 5'6", the redshirt senior, Haley D'Angelo.
We know that Haley sets the table for the Gales. She's had 6 sneaky assists against Ryder, and she's averaging 5 to 6 assists per game over the past 4 games.
And then in the backcourt as well, number 11 from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, it's Alicia Powell.
Coming off of that huge 27-point game against Ryder, this was her first 20-point game since she had 20 points versus Quinnipiac.
And then it's the leading scorer in the MAC, standing at 5'7", number 14, D'Amica Martinez.
Well, she's the rotor for the Gales, but just a great player. D'Amica with 20 points against Ryder. She now has 1,611 in her career, 3rd player in Iona history to pass that 1,600-point plateau.
And then down low, hailing from Orlando, Florida, the sophomore, Joy Adams.
Very athletic girl, registered her first career 2020 game against Ryder, had 18 points and 18 rebounds last time versus the Jaspers.
And now down low, it ends with Sabrina Gerador standing at 6'3", the senior from Queens, New York.
It always is important to have that presence down low under the hoop. She played only 17 minutes against Ryder, but did play defense on Mackenzie, who was such a big part of that game and stopped her on Ryder's last possession regulation.
We are getting set for tip here. The Iona Gales getting set to take on the Manhattan College Jaspers here in MAC play. The Gales are looking to rebound off of a loss. It's a different atmosphere around this Iona team. It's one we haven't sensed since that loss to St. John's. They're kind of angry at themselves.
One thing I heard that amazed me was the fact that Coach Billy Gotze was saying her team was in tears after their loss against Ryder. Now tell me one team out there coming off of an 18-game winning streak that would be in tears after one loss. I mean, come on, that's a passionate team.
They got heart, this Iona team. And one thing I also heard in watching practice yesterday was Haley D'Angelo was stepping up. Coach Gotze gave her the whistle. Haley D'Angelo was allowed to coach the team, stop plays in mid-action, and pull them aside, say, you're not doing this right, you're not in the right spot. That's the captain having the trust of the coach to be able to really anchor the practice.
She's been doing it all year long on the court, and now the coach is actually giving her that privilege.
And here we go, set for tip. The Iona Gales in their maroon away jersey. The Jaspers, in their home white. Sabrina Gerador against Shayna Erickson. Gerador wins the tip, and we are underway. Powell goes to the left wing immediately, and just like that, D'Amica Martinez gets the ball at the top of the key. Manhattan opening up in their classic zone that they're known for, and they get a steal on their first possession. That's Steck with the takeaway.
A little bit bad ball handling there, John. I mean, definitely covered. And now Manhattan has possession, and you know this is a game of runs, and whoever scores first has an edge.
Steck at the top of the key, feeds it to Underhill left side, now to Skreck. Skreck being guarded by D'Angelo, back to Erickson, top of the key, playing hot potato around the corner.
Good ball movement.
Skreck for 3, no, pump fakes it, D'Angelo doesn't bite, feeds it down low to Roeder.
And there's the big girl Roeder being triple teamed by the Gales.
Skreck now cross court to Roeder for 3. Yes! At the shot clock buzzer.
See, John, that's what she can do. Roeder is such a talented player that she can shoot from behind the arc as well as score inside.
3-0 Manhattan holds the early edge, and we're a minute in as Powell now has it on the right wing. Joy Adams setting on screen left side. Powell uses it, now feeds to D'Amica Martinez. Double team by Roeder and Skreck. back to Powell. Now Sabrina setting a screen. Powell driving center of the paint, kick out to Martinez. Extra pass to D'Angelo. Down low to Sabrina, going up strong on Erickson. She puts it up. The layup is no good. Offensive rebound goes to Adams. Her follow-up is good, and the Gales are on the board.
There's Joy Adams coming up big for the Gales with a second chance point right there.
Skreck feeds it to Steck. Iona putting on a bit of a press, but it's a cross-court pass to Roeder for three. This one's no good, though, and the rebound goes to Powell, and she'll dribble it up the floor. Martinez heading to the far corner. Now D'Angelo has it. She'll kick it back out to Powell. Powell using a screen from Gerador, drives to the free throw line, feeds it down low to Adams. Tipped by Steck. Adams loses a dribble, double-teamed in the baseline. Kick out to D'Angelo, and she'll dribble it back out. Feed Powell at the top of the key. 13 seconds on the shot clock for Iona.
There's that athleticism by Joy right there, getting that ball and getting it out of there.
Adams will take a contested three at the shot clock buzzer, and that's an air ball.
Ooh, that was an ugly one. Little uncharacteristic of Joy. Joy's a player you don't normally see that happen to.
A rush shot by Joy Adams. The shot clock was winding down, but she could have had the extra pass to Martinez in the far corner. Now it's Steck at the top of the key, feeding it to Roeder on the right side, and back to Skreck now. Skreck feeds it to Underhill, left side wing. Good ball movement by Manhattan here early on, forcing a lot of switches in the Iona defense. Jasper's leading 3-2, 2 minutes in, and a steal by D'Amica Martinez. 2-on-2 fast break. Adams trailing. Martinez going to take it all the way. The English off the glass.
D'Amica Martinez with a huge play right there, stopping the drive by Manhattan.
Defense leading to offense, and the Gales hold their first lead of the game at 4-3. Now Erickson breaks the press and has it on the left wing. Now feeds to the top of the key to Skreck. Skreck being guarded by Adams. Martinez being matched up against Erickson. Underhill now has it, looks to get it back to Steck. Steck feeds it to Roeder. Roeder driving to the left block, spin move, kick out to Skreck. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Skreck's gonna have to take the shot. 3, 2, putting up a shot. This is Steck, and it barely grazes off the rim, but she gets the offensive rebound. An Achilles heel for Iona.
That's a good job of Manhattan being on top of things there, giving their team opportunity to succeed for a second time.
Now it's a Steck for three from the corner. No good. Rebound falls in the hands of Martinez. Martinez driving toward the Manhattan logo at center court. Now Jill was it to the left side wing and steps back. She's being guarded by Monica Roeder in this zone, matching up. Now it's Powell, left side wing. Extra pass. D'Angelo had the open three, decides not to take it, and she'll dribble it back out.
Good ball movement there by Iona, finding the open person, but D'Angelo not taking the shot.
Powell now will take the open three from the top of the key. It doesn't fall. Offensive rebound to Joy Adams. She puts it up. She's fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line.
Getting to the line right there is Joy Adams, just by getting down and dirty in the paint.
I was talking with the Assistant Director of Operations, Mike Rich, saying how Joy was kind of lost. That 2020 game she had against Ryder was lost in the whole flux of the game. However, Rich was like, she could easily have another one today. She had 18 and 18 last time against Manhattan.
Absolutely. She comes in and day out, and she produces, and it was a very, very high point for her season in last game.
Adams, her first free throw is good, giving Iona a 5-3 lead. 16:27 to go in the first half.
Now Joy is shooting 73% from the free throw line.
Adams second it up on its way. It is good, and Iona has a 3-point lead. No fouls yet called in this one. Neither team has used a timeout. And Iona has a 3-point edge. Continuing to put on that press as another cross-court pass finds the hands of Roeder. And now Skreck will handle the point guard position for the Jaspers. Looking to score as that first bucket went in for them, but they haven't seen it go through the net yet since then. And now Erickson gets the offensive rebound off a missed shot from Steck. She kicks it out to Skreck, who then knocks down the elbow jumper. And just like that, Manhattan back on the board, 6-5 to score.
John, you get offensive rebounds, you're going to be the one that's going to take the lead eventually.
D'Angelo feeding it to Martinez. Martinez dribbling to the center of the top of the key. Skreck switches onto her. Now Powell has it, being guarded by Roeder. Cross-court pass to Martinez. Jab step on Erickson. Now to the top of the key. Spin move. Looking to go baseline. At the shot clock with 5 seconds left, she puts up a jumper. No good. Offensive rebound goes to Joy, but she puts it in. That's the third offensive rebound for Joy Adams, and she already has 6 points.
So now maybe everybody's seeing what Joy Adams can do for the Iona Gales.
8-5 is the lead for Iona. 15:20 to go in the first half. Roeder has it left side, being guarded by Powell. Powell looking to swipe the steal. Roeder drives baseline, and they're going to call a foul before Roeder took the shot. And that's going to bring us to an official timeout with 15:15 to go. Iona holds an early 3-point edge, 8-5.
The Iona College Goal Club is an association of dedicated friends and alumni who support Gale athletic programs. Annual membership provides the needed academic support services, equipment, and facility upgrades for their student athletes. For more information on the Goal Club, call the Goal Club office at 914-633-2071 or visit on the web at icgales.com. That's www.icgales.com. The Iona College Goal Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
Gets it off from midcourt.
Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into the action all the way to the finish at Ticketmaster.com, Massachusetts.com, or at the Mass Mutual Center box office. Presented by Mass Mutual Financial Group.
We are back here. John Senko and Anthony Carlo. Iona Manhattan game. The Iona Gales are leading the Jaspers 8-5. And so far, John, we have a lot of rebounds on the side of the Iona Gales, and that's a good thing. For the Manhattan Jaspers, they are rebounding 3 at this point, and Iona has 5. Iona shooting 42% from the floor, and the Manhattan Jaspers are 33.3% at this point.
Joey Adams, a leading scorer for Iona with 6 points, 3 rebounds, all of them offensive. As Roeder looks to inbound it on the baseline right in front of the Manhattan Dancers. And Roeder gets it in. That's to Underhill. Now posting up on Adams. Roeder gets the feed back. Her floater from the baseline is good. Monica Roeder now with 5 points.
Monica Roeder showing that she has a bunch of tools that she's going to use in this game.
Aaliyah Robson checking out of the timeout. She knocks down a 3-point field goal off the feed from Alicia Powell.
We know Aaliyah can do that, John. I mean, she's done it all year long. Such a great weapon for Coach Godsey to go to.
The potential 6th man of the year in the conference. Knocking down her first shot of the day as Underhill now drives to the elbow. Kick out to Monica Roeder looking to answer the 3, and she does. Monica Roeder feeling it here to start out this game. She now leads all scorers with 8 points.
Gales were late getting to cover Monica Roeder, and there you go.
Nicole Isaacs looking to check in for Manhattan at the next whistle. The score 11-10, Iona leading. Lee Robson on the baseline has it stolen away by Erickson. She feeds it to Skreck. And Skreck will bring the ball up the floor for Manhattan. Feeding it down low to Erickson. And then Haley D'Angelo with the steal. Haley D'Angelo being matched up on Erickson one-on-one in the fast break. D'Angelo goes up strong, puts up the layup, and they're going to call a charge call on Haley D'Angelo.
Wow, I don't know about that one, John.
I think we can both agree that that is a questionable call, but it goes against the Gales. D'Angelo went up strong and wanting to make contact. That was clear, and the referee said that Erickson did establish herself. Now Erickson has at the top of the key, feeds it to Isaacs. Down low, the give and go with Skreck. Powell tips it out of bounds.
Good job, Powell, getting in between that play.
Now it's just Skreck on the baseline looking to inbound it. This is Steck moving without the ball. Now Roeder has it on the corner being guarded by Robinson. Still 11-10 the score is down low. Erickson puts it up strong on Haley D'Angelo, and Manhattan retakes the lead 12-11.
Erickson, obviously with the height advantage there, was able to get it up and over D'Angelo.
Powell now looking to get open as she drives to the free throw line. Kick out to Martinez. She'll take a 3. It is short. Rebound being fought for. Pulled in by D'Angelo. D'Angelo now kick out to Powell. Pump fake on the 3. She'll drive to the elbow. Kick out Martinez. A second opportunity from deep. That one is good.
And that's a good job right there of moving inside and then kicking it back out to such a good shooter in D'Amica Martinez.
Iona now shooting 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. And they hold a 2-point lead, 14-12, 13-15 to go in the first half. Monica Roeder at the top of the key, still being matched up by Robinson. Now Isaacs has it, eyeing to get it down low to Erickson. Instead, Erickson sets a screen on the left side. Isaac uses it. Now it's Steck on the elbow. Double team by D'Angelo and Adams. Kick out to Skreck. And they're going to call a traveling violation, I believe, on Skreck. It's going to be a turnover for Manhattan. Good team defense there by Iona.
Pesky defense, and that's what's important here is that they're interfering with what the Jaspers are trying to do, and we can see right there as the ball poked out of bounds.
Now D'Angelo at the top of the key, back to Martinez. She feeds to the right corner, and Powell drives baseline, kick out to Robinson. She'll take another three-pointer. It is good. Aaliyah Robinson off the bench, 2 for 2 from deep.
Aaliyah Robinson is going to be a dangerous component to this offensive attack today for Coach Godsey.
Aaliyah Robinson already with 6 points off the bench now, ties Joy Adams for the team lead in points as Skreck at the point guard position pushes off a little bit on D'Angelo to create some space. Now she feeds it to Roeder in the corner. Back to Skreck. She'll take a contested three. That is good. Aaliyah Robinson late on the closeout there.
That split second made the difference, John.
Powell driving, kick out to Martinez. Extra pass to Robinson, driving baseline. And they're going to call a foul on Robinson's drive, as Iona was quick to move up the floor there and try and answer that three-point bucket by Skreck.
They're running a high-intensity offense right now. They control the pace with a lot of quickness, and that's something that we see with both the men's and women's team at Iona, John.
Maeve Parajas entering the game for the Jaspers out of the timeout. Robinson gets the inbound kick out to Martinez. She'll take a three-point field goal. That one doesn't drop, and the rebound goes to Steck. There's an awkward pass from Robinson, not a great feed, and Martinez had to lunge for the pass.
Iona could be making better passes today. A couple of them have been weak, lucky to not get taken away by the Jaspers.
But the give and go between Steck and Skreck leads to 2 points for Manhattan, and we're knotted up at 17 with under 12 minutes to go.
Swiss cheese defense inside, John.
D'Angelo on the left corner, dribbling it out to the wing. Feeding it to Adams on the baseline now. Adams, jab step on Isaacs. Pump fake, cross-court pass to Powell. Powell will take a long three-point field goal. That's no good. And Erickson pulls down the rebound. Feeding it to Skreck. Cassidy Ranger look to check in at the next whistle as Skreck takes another three-point field goal. That is good. Manhattan hitting now 4 of 6 from deep, and they hold a 20-17 lead.
They got the touch from behind the arc today, John. It's going to be tough to guard for Iona.
D'Angelo left wing, gets it to Martinez. The answer, yes. Just like that, D'Amica Martinez silences the Jaspers crowd, and we're knotted up at 20.
That's what Iona can do, especially D'Amica Martinez, is answer back.
D'Amica Martinez now with 8 points. Skreck driving left side, getting all the way to the hoop. Nobody down low for Iona.
Weak defense, John, inside so far for the Gales.
Martinez pump fakes on the pass to the corner. Instead it goes cross court to Powell. Now kick out to Martinez. She'll take another three-point field goal. Yes, we are just trading three-point field goals back to back right here.
It's like a heavyweight fight. They're trading blows, you know?
23-22 Iona leads. Not a lot of whistles as far as there's 10-15 to go in the first half. Isaacs, the give and go with Skreck. Skreck puts up the layup, and it is good. Skreck is beating D'Angelo on the pick and on the give and go, and that's uncanny of Haley D'Angelo.
If you keep giving it to them, they're going to take it, and the Gales are giving them inside at this point.
D'Angelo fed it to Martinez, who then drove toward the MAC logo in the paint, and she was tripped in the process. And that'll bring us to a timeout. But the Iona Gales are trailing here with 9:55 left, 24-23.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
Gets it off from midcourt.
Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into the action.
All the way to the finish.
At Ticketmaster.com, Massachusetts.com, or the Mass Mutual Center box office. Presented by Mass Mutual Financial Group.
The House of Sports is Westchester's premier youth sports training facility, specializing in skill-based teaching and coaching. The House of Sports focuses on basketball, lacrosse, baseball, and performance training. Their 120,000 square foot facility is located in Ardsley, New York, which is just minutes away from Manhattan, northern New Jersey, and Connecticut. Be sure to visit their website at www.houseofsportsny.com or give them a call today at 914-479-5419.
Welcome back to Droughty Gymnasium, everybody. John Stanko and Anthony Carlo, where the Manhattan Jaspers are leading the Iona Gales 24-23. And John, so far, Skrek has been a key offensive component to the Jaspers. She has 12 points, and they are shooting 71% from the floor.
Yeah, they are lighting up the court from all areas. They're shooting 4 of 6 from deep. They're 10 of 14 overall. And Skrek, her career high is 19 points. I think she may be eyeing that today already with 12 points here in the opening 10 minutes.
She may be, but if you see what the key is here, John, is that the paint is being left open for the Jaspers to score in, and that's what's opening up their threes for them.
Cassie Ranger enters the game for Iona, replacing Haley D'Angelo. Now Martinez to inbound it on the baseline, gets it to Ranger, then feeds it to Powell on the right wing. Now D'Amica Martinez coming off a screen, gets it out the top of the key. She's driving right side, kick out to Ranger for 3 from the corner. Yes, Cassie Ranger off the bench, knocks down her first attempt.
And we know with 9 points off the bench, Cassie Ranger has that ability, John.
Struggling to shoot in the opening parts of the season, but she's been heating it up the past 3 games, and she could be a key component come MAC tournament time. Another weapon off the bench for Coach Billy Gotze, but right now they have their hands full here at Droughty Gymnasium as Skrek kicks it out for 3. That is Monica Roeder who knocks down a 3-point field goal, make it 5 of 7 from deep. And Coach Billy Gotze just shrugs her shoulders because there's nothing you can do at this point.
No, and they're going to keep going to Skrek inside there, and then she kicks it out right there, and Roeder.
Yeah, that shot was contested as D'Amica Martinez, she will answer with her own 3-point field goal that's contested. D'Amica Martinez and Roeder basically having a 3-point contest.
That's pretty much what it looks like so far here, John.
Martinez with 14 points, 5 of 7 shooting. As Isaacs has it on the left wing, feeds it to Skrek, the top of the key. Picks up her dribble after one bounce, back to Roeder, now back to Skrek, playing hot potato. As Skrek looks to get it down low to Erickson, does so. Adams too late on the closeout. Erickson misses the layup, and Joy Adams pulls it down. Adams looking to go coast to coast. Kick out to Ranger. Ranger will pull up on the 3. She'll kick it out to the corner to Robinson. That's almost an air ball. Barely graces off the rim. D'Amica Martinez, the offensive rebound, feeds it to Powell. Back to Ranger. Extra pass is tipped by Erickson. Erickson leading the fast break. Cassie Ranger trying to slow it down. It's Aaliyah Robinson who almost picks her pocket. Now it's to Cole Isaacs for 3 off the feed from Skrek. No good. And Steck fouls Aaliyah Robinson on the rebound attempt. So the ball will go to Iona. Quick, fast-paced tempo there.
A bunch of things happen there, John. It's hard to keep track. Back and forth at this point. It's going to be important to see the Gales try and close in on the offensive onslaught by the Jaspers inside.
Yeah, the Jaspers held St. Peter's to only 31 points. Iona already with 29, still 8:15 to go in the first half. Here's Alicia Powell now as Martinez setting a screen. Powell goes cross-court to Robinson, driving toward the elbow. Kick out to Powell from the wing. It is good. A 3-point field goal for Alicia Powell. And Iona has opened up their largest lead of the game, 32-27.
Powell coming off of a 27-point game, as we mentioned earlier, and showing us a little glimmer of that again.
Powell now 1 for 3 from deep as Roeder feeds it back to Skrek. Under 8 minutes to go. Jasper trailing by 5. Erickson feeds it to the corner to Isaacs. Isaacs' 3 is no good. Off the side of the rim, ball goes out of bounds. It'll go to the Gales, and that'll bring us to a timeout. Iona, in a little bit of a control now, has a 5-point lead with 7:41 to go. 32-27 the score here from Droughty Gymnasium.
Let's all go to the Beachmont. Come in and see what we're all about. For years, the Beachmont has been all about you. Great dining, great atmosphere, and has been a meeting place where the entire Iona community gathers. The Beachmont Tavern at 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle, right across the street from Iona, has always been the first choice for Gale fans before and after each game. We are open 7 days a week for lunch or dinner and is a fun place to be any hour of the day. Mondays are half-price wing nights at the Beachmont. Enjoy the best buffalo wings in town, along with half off of domestic pitchers. Tuesday is a 2-for-1 night with domestic bottles and appetizers. Wednesday, enjoy our great burgers, half-priced as well, along with $3 domestic bottles. Friday is happy hour, so come in and enjoy some complimentary wings. If you're planning a get-together at the Beachmont, they have a private room available for your party. Or if you're having it at home, let the Beachmont cater it. The Beachmont is more than just a restaurant, it's a meeting place for sports fans. Watch the big game on one of our large TVs. The Beachmont has the NFL's Sunday Ticket. Bring in a ticket stub from any Iona game and receive a free half-dozen Beachmont wings. That's the Beachmont Tavern, 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle. We look forward to seeing you there.
We are back here at Dratty Gymnasium. Anthony Carlo here along with John Stanko and John. The Gales have taken a 5-point lead, which might be important for a team like Iona who can run with this.
There has been 9 lead changes thus far. The score has been tied twice. A big key for Iona is they have 9 second chance points on 5 offensive rebounds. As the same players remain on the court for Iona, it's Robinson on the right wing, dribbling to the elbow, picks up her dribble, now back to Adams, back to Robinson, top of the key, extra pass to Powell, now extra pass to Martinez in the corner. Her 3-point field goal is good. D'Amica Martinez holds that follow through for a little bit longer.
D'Amica's got the touch now. She found it, John, and she's not letting it go.
5 of 7 shooting from beyond the arc. She set a career high against Siena with 7 3-point field goals. She might set a new career high today. 5 already.
17 points already for D'Amica Martinez.
Averages 24 on the year as Champaign enters the game for Manhattan. Feeds it to Roeder on the elbow. Looking to take the step-back jumper, double team by Martinez. And now it's Isaacs who will take the short-range jumper. That's no good. Erickson, though, with the offensive board, she'll put it in.
Second chance point right there in favor of the Jaspers. And huge key to trying to get back in this one, take the lead from Iona.
Martinez fakes the pass, then takes a 3. That's off, though, and the rebound goes to Skreck. The score is 35-29. As Erickson puts it in off the elbow, no good. Gets her own offensive rebound, kicks out to Skreck.
Skreck trying to slow things down a little bit here for the Jaspers.
Underhill now back to Champaign, feeds it down to Roeder. Now it's to Skreck. Manhattan moving the ball along the perimeter as Roeder has it at the top of the key. Good defense by the Gales as far as Erickson now has at the elbow with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Hands it off to Skreck. She's going to have to take the floater. Bounces off the backboard, and that's going to be a shot clock violation on the Jaspers.
Iona did a good job there pressuring the Jaspers into really not finding anybody open. And they were covering the paint very well. And here we go. Iona gets possession of the basketball.
Iona leading by 6 minutes to go in the first half. There have been 5 fouls called on Manhattan, only 2 called on Iona. Remember last game against Rider, there were a lot of foul calls throughout the entire game as Powell drives baseline, kick out to Robinson. She'll take an open 3-point field goal. Offside rim, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Martinez. She'll dribble it out. Now Robinson back to Martinez, but the pass goes sailing out of bounds by the scorer's table. And the ball will go to Manhattan. A careless turnover there by Iona.
I'm not seeing it today with the passing game, John, from the Gales. I think there's been some careless passes, and that needs to improve.
Though you look, this Manhattan team thrives on forcing turnovers, so those errant passes may be due in large part to Manhattan's ability to make you confused on the offensive end because their defense is one of the more complex in the MAC. They've forced nearly 20 turnovers a game.
Absolutely, and that's something that Iona's going to have to try to adapt to.
Skreck feeds it down low to Steck, and they're going to call a jump ball as Jory Adams reached in and got tangled up with Steck down on the semicircle underneath the basket. But the ball will stay with the Jaspers, seeing how Iona won the tip-off. 23 of Manhattan's 29 points have come from Skreck or Roeder as Skreck feeds it out now to Erickson. Back to Skreck now on the baseline to Steck on the block. Steck posting up on Adams. She lays it in with the right hand.
Very physical on that post-up, John. Manhattan now with 31 points, trailing by 4.
D'Angelo to Powell on the right wing. Underhill forcing her to the baseline. Feeds it down low to Adams. Adams going to go up strong, and she'll post up on Steck now, and she'll return the favor.
Returning the favor. Very dominant Joy Adams right there inside, and just like we saw 3 points being traded off, now we're trading off layups in the paint.
Underhill feeds it to Steck as Roeder now toward the Manhattan logo. Gets it to the right wing to Skreck. For a Hoschek at the last whistle for the Jaspers. She feeds it to Erickson. Or excuse me, that's Steck, and now Roeder has it top of the key, losing control over dribble. Has to hand it off to Skreck. Skreck now to Roeder in the corner. 1 second on the shot clock. Roeder's jumper, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Underhill, though. Ball on the ground, wrestling for it. And it's a jump ball. It's going to go to Iona. But Coach Gotze can't be happy that Underhill, completely undersized down low, was able to get that offensive board and force the jump ball.
And Iona did a good job moving to the ball there on the defensive end.
You don't like to see that. You almost force a shot clock violation, and then another opportunity comes for Manhattan. Luckily, this one was a jump ball. As Powell now driving, she kicks out to Robinson for a three-point field goal from the left corner. It does not fall, and Roeder boxes out Adams and pulls down the board. Under 4 minutes to go, Iona holds a 37-31 lead. Skreck gets to Parajas. Parajas now to Underhill, driving baseline. Nobody there on the help side. D'Angelo was screened and nobody came to recover. Easy bucket for the Jaspers. Lead cut down to 4.
It's imperative not to make those mistakes at this point.
Iona looking to close out on the half on a good note. As Martinez using a D'Angelo screen. Skreck goes above it. Now feeds it to Powell on the far side. Powell now dribbles to the near side, to the elbow. Kick out to Robinson. Robinson, she'll take the elbow jumper, and that is good. Aaliyah Robinson off the bounce was able to knock that one down.
Aaliyah Robinson helping the Gales create a little breathing room as Manhattan was starting to creep up on them.
Christina Rubin looking to check in at the next whistle for Iona. Steck has the top of the key. Now it's Skreck on the near side wing, right by us. Holds the ball above her head. Now feeds it to Parajas, who gives it back to Skreck. Skreck touches the ball almost seemingly every other pass, but her pass is stolen this time by Joy Adams. Crosses over the point guard. She'll go coast to coast, and she will miss the layup. However, the offensive rebound goes to Martinez, and she misses it. Then the ball's tipped out by D'Angelo, and then Martinez misses a three-point field goal. Now the ball goes out of bounds, saved by Robinson, and Martinez corrals it, and now she'll finally kick it out to Powell, and the Gales will reset their offense. Now Powell will drive to the elbow. She'll take the pull-up jumper. That is missed, and Steck pulls it down. Iona had an easy 2 points there. Adams missed the layup, though. You got to like the effort, though, to save the ball on multiple occasions.
It's a big play, John, but you need to make that layup right there.
And a whistle on the play as Steck was about to drive baseline on Robinson as the Jaspers pushed it up the floor. It's going to be the first foul on Aaliyah Robinson. That's going to bring us to an official timeout with 2:18 to go in the first half. Iona holds a 6-point edge, 39-33.
Check out JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue on City Island, serving fresh seafood, sumptuous sizzling steaks, and delicious Italian specialties. JP's is open every day year-round. Come in for lunch at JP's Waterside every day, starting at 11. Don't forget about us for catering all your special occasions either. Walk-ins and reservations are accepted. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue, right there on City Island. Give us a call at 718-885-3364. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant on City Island.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
Gets it off from midcourt.
Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into the action.
All the way to the finish.
At Ticketmaster.com, Massachusetts.com, or at the Mass Mutual Center box office. Presented by Mass Mutual Financial Group.
Anthony Carlo and John Stanko here with the Iona Gales leading the Manhattan Jaspers 39-33, and John, Alicia Powell with a new career high of 8 assists so far. The Gales have had 11 assists in this game, and talk a little bit about how Alicia is so important with her assists at this point.
Also, Alicia Powell really debunking your idea that the Gales aren't passing the ball well today.
That is true. That is true. Alicia, the only Gale at this point, I think, that's passing the ball very well.
With 2:18 to go, the Gales hold a 6-point edge. They'll look to close out this half strong. As Skreck gets the inbound pass to Steck. Erickson checked in at the timeout for Manhattan. Christina Rubin checked in for the Gales. Isaacs has it, feeds it down low to Roeder. She tips it, though, and the pass is tipped off by Martinez. Martinez dribbling the ball up the floor, eyes forward, feeds it to D'Angelo in the corner. D'Angelo now feeds it down low to Adams, posting up on Steck. Long pass outletted to D'Amica Martinez, and she'll reset the offense with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Crossover on Isaacs, now gets to the elbow, kicks it out to Robinson. The pass is tipped. Robinson can't put up the shot. Now with 8 seconds on the shot clock, make it 5. Martinez has it. Martinez going to have to put up a prayer, and she will off a spin move off the front of the rim. No good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Haley D'Angelo. Great hustle there on the long rebound.
Talked about how tough this Jaspers defense is, but the Gales are definitely getting their second chance opportunities.
D'Angelo feeds it to Robinson on the free throw line. Kick out to the corner to Adams. Can't control the pass. Butterfingers as she now dribbles it out to the wing. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Adams goes to the elbow. Kick out to Rubin. Rubin, extra pass to Robinson for 3. That one doesn't drop. Offensive rebound to Joy Adams. She puts it up and she is fouled.
Amazing job there of the Gales just keeping that ball, making sure that they're getting the rebounds, holding onto the ball. I mean, the Jaspers were very tough on them, but now an opportunity to score with Joy at the line.
11 offensive rebounds thus far for the Gales. Coach Olenowski of Manhattan not happy. He wanted an over-the-back call on Adams, but instead she's at the free throw line and she misses the first one.
Something Joy doesn't do very often from the charity stripe, John.
And Joy did miss a big front end of the 1-and-1 though in the loss to Ryder in the key moments, but this one is up and on its way and it is good. She rattles it home. Now 3 of 4 from the line today.
The Jaspers are going to try and do something here to close this lead for the Gales down before the half ends.
We are under a minute to go as Skreck feeds it to Isaacs on the left wing. Erickson posting up down low. Isaacs trying to get it to her. Instead it goes to Steck at the top of the key. Rubin matched up on her, feeding it to Skreck. Skreck gets it to Erickson. Erickson setting a screen. Skreck though picks up her dribble. Now Isaacs is left wide open in the corner, but she misses the 3. And D'Angelo pulls down the rebound. The Gales lucky there.
Very lucky.
And with 36.8 seconds left, Coach Billy Gotti is going to call her use it or lose it timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, and the Gales hold a 40-33 edge, and we've seen over the past couple minutes or so, the defense for Iona is starting to really pick it up.
Definitely. Earlier on in the game, John, as I called it, Swiss cheese defense in the paint, I mean, the Jaspers were just dominating, and now that they're getting a little more pesky, it's giving Manhattan a tougher time.
The leaders for Iona thus far, D'Amica Martinez with 17 points, Joy Adams with 9 points, Aaliyah Robinson with 8 points of her own off the bench.
And of course, we have to mention again Alicia Powell and her number of assists that she's had in this game, career high for Alicia. And that's going to be key, is when you have a few other weak passes going on, somebody steps up, starts making good passes, assists, and there you go.
Haley D'Angelo has only 1 assist on the day. She's one of the top in the country with assist-to-turnover ratio. But she's been held in check thus far as Robson has it now as the Gales bring the ball up the court. Martinez has it on the right wing. Spinning baseline, the fadeaway jumper doesn't fall, and Roeder pulls down the rebound with 20 seconds on the shot clock. With 20 seconds on the game clock, the shot clock is shut off. And Manhattan calls their timeout, 30-second timeout for the Jaspers. And now they'll look to make the final bucket here for the first half, trailing by 7. Jaspers have yet to make a field goal, though, in quite some time. They haven't scored, in fact, in over 3 minutes.
And what's going to be key for them, John, is getting Roeder back on it. I mean, earlier on, she was hitting threes from all over the place, and if they can try and get her open again, try and give her some opportunities to score, I mean, it's going to be key for the Jaspers as we head into the second half.
Iona looking to rebound today, coming off their first loss in nearly 3 months, losing 92-90 in overtime to Ryder.
Heartbreaking loss, as you would call it. As we mentioned before, many of the Gales were upset after that loss, but here they're definitely putting up a fight as they're leading the Jaspers, approaching halftime.
And they knew this game would be tough because Manhattan plays phenomenal basketball at home.
And with a difficult defense.
And now Skreck has it with 15 seconds on the game clock now. She's dribbling the ball at the Manhattan logo. Jaspers looking for the final shot. Steck and Erickson setting a double screen atop the key. Skreck goes right side, feeds it to Erickson. She'll take the contested 3 off front of the rim, no good. Robinson pulls it down with 1 second on the clock. She'll heave a half-court shot. Goes off the backboard, no good. But that brings us to halftime. The Iona Gales leading 40-33, and D'Amica Martinez leading all scorers with 17 points. And now we'll take a break, and then we'll bring in Assistant Director of Operations Mike Ritz for the Iona Insider halftime show. And then me and Anthony will be back in 15 minutes for the second half. The Iona Gales leading the Manhattan Jaspers 40-33 here in MAC play.
At Pasta Pasta, you can enjoy a fine dining experience at an authentic Italian restaurant located on Williamsbridge Road in the Bronx. At Pasta Pasta, all of their fine Italian dishes are made fresh on the premises daily. Pasta Pasta can cater and deliver for any function in both Westchester and the Bronx. Come and enjoy your next get-together in our luxurious party room. Pasta Pasta is open 7 days a week. Call 718-892-9634, located on 2023 Williamsbridge Road in the Bronx. That's Pasta Pasta.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
Gets it off from midcourt.
Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into the action.
All the way to the finish.
At Ticketmaster.com, Massachusetts.com, or at the Mass Mutual Center box office. Presented by Mass Mutual Financial Group.
Let's all go to the Beachmont. Come in and see what we're all about. For years, the Beachmont has been all about you. Great dining, great atmosphere, and has been a meeting place where the entire Iona community gathers. The Beachmont Tavern at 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle, right across the street from Iona, has always been the first choice for Gale fans before and after each game. We are open 7 days a week for lunch or dinner and is a fun place to be any hour of the day. Mondays are half-price wing nights at the Beachmont. Enjoy the best buffalo wings in town, along with half off of domestic pitchers. Tuesday is a 2-for-1 night with domestic bottles and appetizers. Wednesday, enjoy our great burgers, half-priced as well, along with $3 domestic bottles. Friday is happy hours, so come in and enjoy some complimentary wings. If you're planning a get-together at the Beachmont, they have a private room available for your party. Or if you're having it at home, let the Beachmont cater it. The Beachmont is more than just a restaurant, it's a meeting place for sports fans. Watch the big game on one of our large TVs. The Beachmont has the NFL's Sunday Ticket. Bring in a ticket stub from any Iona game and receive a free half-dozen Beachmont wings. That's the Beachmont Tavern, 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle. We look forward to seeing you there.
The House of Sports is Westchester's premier youth sports training facility, specializing in skill-based teaching and coaching. The House of Sports focuses on basketball, lacrosse, baseball, and performance training. Their 120,000 square foot facility is located in Ardsley, New York, which is just minutes away from Manhattan, Northern New Jersey, and Connecticut. Be sure to visit their website at www.houseofsportsny.com or give them a call today at 914-479-5419.
Back here on IonaInsider.com, it's the halftime show, being joined once again by Assistant Director of Operations Mike Ritz. Mike, thank you for joining me.
Oh, anytime, Johnny.
The Gales leading 40-33. Mike, what are your initial thoughts on this first half?
Seems like it's against the rules to shoot inside the three-point line today, Johnny. We shot 20 threes in the first half, but look, when we hit almost 50% of our threes, it's great. Tamika came out, she struggled in the beginning, but once she saw that first one go in, she really settled in nicely.
D'Amica Martinez leading all scorers with 17 points on 6 of 13 shooting, 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. This game's reminding me of a three-point contest. You and a Director of Operations, Eric Alston, have them all the time. You guys should go out there right now and just shoot with them. Why not?
I guess they've been watching us a little too much.
Well, if they were watching you, they'd be missing them.
Yeah. Oh, Johnny. Nice.
Shots fired here on the Insider halftime show. But Manhattan, they did not score for the final 3.5 minutes of the first half. What do you see Iona defensively? What did they do in the first half to really end it so strong on the defensive end?
We're getting so many deflections. It seems like every pass we're at least getting right to them. And I think our help defense has been really good too, because yes, they've shot a lot of threes, but a lot of them have been contested. I think Joy's doing a great job on getting out from the block to the corner three, and she's defending it really well. And Manhattan gets a lot of those corner threes from Shayna Erickson. So, but Joy's been great on the help defense, and so is Lee. She's so quick that especially if we go back into our zone, she can cover many spots.
Mentioning Alicia Powell, she has pretty solid. 3 points, not too flashy, only 1 of 5 shooting, 8 assists though. 8 assists, and me and Anthony looked at the stat sheet at the Under 4 Media. We're like, wow, 8 assists, a new career high for her, set in the opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, she's been great because this 1-3-1, there's so many open spots that you can really exploit. And like I said, with Alicia's speed, she can really exploit those spots and then easily find, because Meek doesn't need too much room. So with D'Amica shooting like she's shooting in the first half, she just needs to find one little spot in the zone, kick it out to Meek, and Meek only needs about a half second for her to get that ball up. So when it's going in, it's the point guard's best friend, it's D'Amica.
Now, mentioning Alicia Powell, she played phenomenal in the final minutes of that Ryder contest. Despite it being an Iona loss, Alicia Powell finished with 27 points. She knocked down some huge three-point field goals, but it was a loss for Iona. It was the first time in 18 games they had a notch in the L column, first time losing in nearly 3 months. I just want to get, what was your take on that game against the Bronx?
I mean, we knew going in that Ryder was going to give us their best shot. We also knew going in that, because all 5 of our starting 5 returned, they knew that it's a hard place to play in the first place, no matter if they're good or bad. But we knew Manish McKenzie's definitely one of the best players in the conference, and she played like it. We got hit with foul trouble, which definitely didn't help. Meek sat out about 5 minutes in the first half. She sat, and she unfortunately fouled out halfway through the second half, so we were without her for a majority of the game. It felt like we the last 10 minutes second half and overtime. So we took it. Yeah, it was a bad loss, but without our arguably our best player, we saw that that's a silver lining to it. Ryder beat us basically without D'Amica in the second half, and we ended up scoring 90 points. So we knew that we really got to work on defensive end and rebounding.
What was your sense of the mood from the players after that game? I'm sure you talked with some of them, and you were on the bus with Mia. What was your take, their reaction to losing for the first time in quite a while?
I actually liked their reaction. It wasn't too down on themselves. They knew that they could have won, and they knew what they should have won. And they talked about on the bus start coming back, like what they could have done to be better. And I think that's a big difference between previous teams and this team is they know they're able to communicate with each other and say who can do what better, and I think as of right now that Ryder game is behind us, and that's the only thing you can do. You got to worry about this game, which I think they came out and they played pretty well, and let's hope we can close.
You think that Ryder loss is going to fuel the fire for them for the remainder of the season, especially going into the final regular season game, which is going to be home against Marist?
I mean, this MAC schedule's funny. We play Ryder next week.
Yeah.
So I think they're excited that Ryder's coming to us and playing one more time. And I think it's almost good for us. You never want to have you never want to say a loss is a good loss, but I think it is. It showed that we're human, and in case a couple players getting some big heads with the big winning streak, it just showed that look, we can lose to anybody on any given night, and we got to give it our best, regardless who the team is. So especially, this is also a test for us how we're going to do bouncing off a loss to a Manhattan team who really handled St. Peter's last game, who came in playing pretty well. So if we can hold off this team in the next 20 minutes, it'll definitely benefit us coming down the stretch here.
Coach Godsey said that practice was intense yesterday. That's the word she chose to describe it. And then you were there, and you mentioned to me pregame it was Haley D'Angelo who basically had the whistle and was basically an assistant coach for the team, stopping plays mid-action to point players that they're not in the right spots. Can you just describe what it was like seeing Haley D'Angelo kind of in that coach's role, really with the whistle in her hand?
Yeah, it was the first time that I've seen that. Obviously, Haley is the most vocal player on the team and always brings girls into the huddle, always bringing girls over to the side, just telling them what they can do. But yesterday, intense is one word you can describe the practice.
How would you describe it?
I would use intense for the sake of the cast. And I mean, it was great. Billy and Coach Kelly, they started at the midcourt line. They just explained the drill, and then Haley was just kind of basically telling people where they should be. They would go and they'd play a half-court set off, 5 offense, 5 defense. They'd run the play. They'd come in, but whether it's a make or a miss, the play would stop immediately. Haley would be like, you know what, Leash, on offense, you should be here. Or Ruben, on defense, you got to come in and help. So it was good. I think it was good to hear that different voice, that it's just not always Coach Godsey, not always Coach Kelly telling them what they have to do. It's one of their peers. It's their leader on their team telling them, look, this is what you need to do for us to win. And I think that really went well yesterday. And Haley got, if Haley could get any more respect, she did it yesterday. And I also think the girls looked to Coach Godsey, and they almost liked that Coach Godsey was able to kind of hand it off to one of the players to give her a little free rein, because definitely they're not used to that.
Also, I want to ask you this question, just popped in my mind. Do you think Haley D'Angelo, if she wanted to, could have a future in coaching, assistant coaching somewhere?
Oh, there's no doubt. There is no doubt about it. If she wants to, I'm sure anybody would take her. She's definitely the smartest girl on the team. She knows where everyone should be, from the guards, the forwards, the centers. She's telling Bree where she should go, and it's a center on defense. You know, it's almost it's hard. Obviously, we have a bunch of plays, we have a bunch of sets. She knows what Manhattan's doing, offensive and defensive. She knows every team in the conference, every play. She's definitely a student of the game. She's in the film room. She's always talking to Coach Gotze about certain plays, and even when we're not playing them, like Manhattan and St. Peter's, they're talking about the sets that they were running when they were playing against each other. So without a doubt, Haley can definitely be a coach.
As the Gales return to the court here, what in your mind does Iona need to do here in the final 20 minutes to get back on the winning track and to improve to 13-1 in conference?
I don't think either team is rebounding very well on the defensive end. There's too many long possessions coming down on the shot clock, which is good for us, but we got to finish the play with our board. There's too many times that it's about a minute and a minute and a half possession for Manhattan, and the more time you give them, the more opportunity they're going to score. So I think for me, you just got to finish the play with a rebound. And we always say this, I think every cast is defensive rebounding is our biggest weakness. So at least I think we're doing a little bit better today. I also think they're a little smaller than us. So I think Sabrina really needs to step up a little bit, because it's just from what it seems like, Joy's the only one that's really working down hard in the post. Sabrina got to come in and she got to be ready to rebound so we can get out in the transition and put some points on the board.
All right, Assistant Director of Operations Mike Ritz, thank you for joining me once again. Second half coming up. The Gales leading the Jaspers 40-33.
At Pasta Pasta, you can enjoy a fine dining experience at an authentic Italian restaurant located on Williamsbridge Road in the Bronx. At Pasta Pasta, all of their fine Italian dishes are made fresh on the premises daily. Pasta Pasta can cater and deliver for any function in both Westchester and the Bronx. Come and enjoy your next get-together in our luxurious party room. Pasta Pasta is open 7 days a week. Call 718-892-9634, located on 2023 Williamsbridge Road in the Bronx. That's Pasta Pasta.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
Gets it off from midcourt.
Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into the action
All the way to the finish.
at Ticketmaster.com, Massachusetts.com, or at the Mass Mutual Center box office. Presented by Mass Mutual Financial Group.
Let's all go to the Beachmont. Come in and see what we're all about. For years, the Beachmont has been all about you. Great dining, great atmosphere, and has been a meeting place where the entire Iona community gathers. The Beachmont Tavern at 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle, right across the street from Iona, has always been the first choice for Gale fans before and after each game. We are open 7 days a week for lunch or dinner and is a fun place to be any hour of the day. Mondays are half-price wing nights at the Beachmont. Enjoy the best buffalo wings in town, along with half off of domestic pitchers. Tuesday is a 2-for-1 night with domestic bottles and appetizers. Wednesday, enjoy our great burgers, half-priced as well, along with $3 domestic bottles. Friday is happy hour, so come in and enjoy some complimentary wings. If you're planning a get-together at the Beachmont, they have a private room available for your party. Or if you're having it at home, let the Beachmont cater it. The Beachmont is more than just a restaurant, it's a meeting place for sports fans. Watch the big game on one of our large TVs. The Beachmont has the NFL's Sunday Ticket. Bring in a ticket stub from any Iona game and receive a free half-dozen Beachmont wings. That's the Beachmont Tavern, 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle. We look forward to seeing you there.
The House of Sports is Westchester's premier youth sports training facility, specializing in skill-based teaching and coaching. The House of Sports focuses on basketball, lacrosse, baseball, and performance training. Their 120,000 square foot facility is located in Ardsley, New York, which is just minutes away from Manhattan, northern New Jersey, and Connecticut. Be sure to visit their website at www.houseofsportsny.com or give them a call today at 914-479-5419.
Back here on IonaInsider.com, John Stanko being rejoined by Anthony Carlo. Anthony, Mike said during the halftime break that defensive rebounding is what the Gales need to improve on. What, in your mind, do the Gales need to improve on here in the second half?
John, I agree with Mike. Defensive rebounding is so important in a win. And what's been going on here for Iona is they've been getting their offensive rebounds. That has been something that they've been able to do. But what I'd like to see them do in the second half is get down and dirty, get in there, make sure you get physical, and that's going to be a key. And if the Gales can hold on to this lead and close out a win.
Yeah, the Gales are out-rebounding Manhattan 18-13, but 11 of Iona's 18 rebounds have come from the offensive side.
Exactly. They're getting their second chance opportunities to score, but on the defensive end, definitely needs to improve.
The Gales are leading the Jaspers 40-33 as we're getting set here for the second half. Iona was led by D'Amica Martinez, who had 17 points. Aaliyah Robson contributed 8 points off the bench. And Joy Adams, well on her way to another double-double with 9 points and 6 rebounds as Underhill inbounds it to Skreck. And we are underway. Both teams return with their starting lineups as Roeder has it on the right wing, driving center top of the key, going all the way around to the right block. And she'll put it in. Manhattan strikes first here in the second half.
Just a hard person to defend is Roeder right there. Big girl, and she makes use of her size driving the lane.
You also got surprising amount of speed for how big she is. She's able to get that first step, and that's how she got by D'Angelo at the top of the key, as now D'Angelo feeds it to Adams in the elbow, get to the far corner to Powell. Looking to get it down low to Jaredor, who's posting up on Steck. Instead, Powell kicks out to Martinez. Jab step with 5 seconds on the shot clock. To the corner for Powell for 3. And the first 3-point field goal for the Gales is good here in the second half. And they open up a 43-35 lead.
Well, Iona scores almost 150 points more statistically in the second half. So we can expect something of that nature right here.
And Roeder on the give and go with Erickson makes it 2 easy points for the Jaspers. And with just a minute in, the Jaspers, their offense seems to already be working here as their first 2 possessions led to easy buckets, as now Powell has it on the right wing. Looking to get down low to Jaredor. That pass is tipped by Erickson, stolen away by Skreck. Skreck looking to go full distance pass to Underhill. She thinks otherwise. Pulls up her dribble and now feeds it to Erickson. Now she'll feed it back to Skreck, dribbling center of the key. Screen set by Roeder. Now Roeder posting up on the block on D'Angelo. D'Angelo fronting her. Instead, it's Steck from the top of the key for 3. Off back rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Adams.
Can't happen. Wide open right there.
Adams going coast to coast. Handoff to Martinez as Robinson heads over to the scores table for Coach Gotzi. Down though, Martinez fed the pass to Jaredor. Was tipped. Adams gathered the tip and then threw it out of bounds. So we'll go to the Jaspers. Aaliyah Robinson checks in, replacing Sabrina Jaredor.
We see on Manhattan's last possession, Iona was leaving shooters wide open right there, and that's going to be something that can't be done here in the second half.
Erickson now to Underhill. Underhill was kept quiet in the first half. Only 2 points. Now she feeds across court to Skreck. Playing hot potato around the perimeter, the Jaspers are. As now it's Roeder. She'll take the 3-point shot, and she will knock it down. Monica Roeder slaps a high 5 with Allison Skreck. And the Iona lead is now 3, 43-40.
Definitely another opportunity for an uncontested shot right there, John.
Martinez calling for a screen. Robinson coming to set it. Martinez does not use it. Instead drives elbow. Kick out to D'Angelo for 3. Double teamed. Now Underhill returns back to her defender as it's Adams on the wing. She'll take a contested jumper. It's an air ball rebounded by Roeder.
Bad decision there by Joy Adams. I believe she was double teamed right there. And that's a result of an air ball.
Except off the rebound, Powell trapped Roeder in the far corner toward the Iona bench. Roeder could not get a pass away, and that forces a Manhattan timeout, which will bring us to an official timeout. With 17:23 to go here in the second half, Manhattan's cut the lead down to 3. The Gales leading the Jaspers 43-40.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
Gets it off from midcourt.
Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into the action.
All the way to the finish.
At Ticketmaster.com, Massachusetts.com, or at the Mass Mutual Center box office. Presented by Mass Mutual Financial Group.
The House of Sports is Westchester's premier youth sports training facility, specializing in skill-based teaching and coaching. The House of Sports focuses on basketball, lacrosse, baseball, and performance training. Their 120,000 square foot facility is located in Ardsley, New York, which is just minutes away from Manhattan, Northern New Jersey, and Connecticut. Be sure to visit their website at www.houseofsportsny.com or give them a call today at 914-479-5419.
Back here at Dratty Gymnasium, Anthony Carlo here along with John Stanko. The Iona Gales coming off of a loss now lead the Jaspers 43-40 here in the second half.
Skreck feeds it to Monica Roeder as we're quickly underway. Roeder looking to get it down low to Erickson. It says it's up top to Steck. Now swinging it around, Skreck has it on the far side wing. Now to Erickson, she had the open three, instead hands off to Roeder, now gives it to Steck as the Jaspers running their motion offense. It's Underhill from the top of the key, feeds it to Roeder at the free throw line, driving, double team. That ball is tipped out of bounds by D'Amica Martinez, and with 2 seconds on the shot clock, the Jaspers will inbound it from the baseline.
Great job, D'Amica and the Gales defense swarming Roeder and stopping that Manhattan drive.
Skreck to Underhill, left wide open off the inbound, but she misses the three-point field goal. Erickson gets the offensive rebound, tips it to Roeder, and a new possession for Manhattan. Skreck has it at the top of the key. As Coach Olenowski calling a set play, Underhill now will drive on Adams. Now will dribble it back out. That pass is tipped by Adams. Aaliyah Robinson picked up the steal. She was double teamed. She's dribbled through the double team. She'll go coast to coast and she'll lay it in for 2 for Iona.
Now, John, in the first half, the Gales did a great job starting to defend better in the paint, which Manhattan was scoring like crazy on. Now they're going to have to start defending more against the three.
It seems like Manhattan's focusing on that perimeter more, but another pass stolen away by Joy Adams. She intercepted that pass from Underhill. Crossing over Underhill now, she loses control of a dribble, and a turnover, double dribble on the sophomore.
John, a couple of huge plays right here. I think Iona with a 45-40 lead, they need some breathing room. They need a cushion, and with a couple of forced turnovers right there, things are looking in the right direction.
Nicole Anderson, a freshman for Manhattan, checking in for the first time today. A freshman out of Hamden, Connecticut, standing at 5'8". Skreck down low, looked for the give and go with Erickson. Instead, was stolen away by Martinez. Martinez going coast to coast, puts up the floater, and she cannot lay it in off the front rim. The rebound being fought for, and it'll go off the hands of Roeder. So it'll go to Iona.
That was a great job right there. The Gales just clogged up the paint. There was nowhere to go for Manhattan. But I'd like to see them start making use of this transition and scoring, capitalizing on some of those turnovers.
Yeah, 3 straight steals for the Iona Gales. However, only 2 points off those 3 turnovers. We'll take a short break here on IonaInsider.com.
The House of Sports is Westchester's premier youth sports training facility, specializing in skill-based teaching and coaching. The House of Sports focuses on basketball, lacrosse, baseball, and performance training. Their 120,000 square foot facility is located in Ardsley, New York, which is just minutes away from Manhattan, northern New Jersey, and Connecticut. Be sure to visit their website at www.houseofsportsny.com or give them a call today at 914-479-5419.
Welcome back, everybody. It's been an exciting game so far. 2 rivals clashing, the Iona Gales and the Manhattan Jaspers. So far, Iona with the edge by 5 points, 45-40. They lead, but it's going to be a tough game, John. I don't think this game is over.
Oh, by no means is this game over whatsoever. Manhattan plays phenomenal basketball here at Dratty Gymnasium. Whether it be their girls or their men's team, both teams are dangerous here.
We've seen both teams do damage, and one thing that the Gales are going to have to do, as we mentioned earlier, is they're getting these opportunities by stealing the ball. But what they need to do, they need to finish it. They need to finish it off, and the last couple of plays we weren't able to see that. As you said, only 2 points coming out of 3 steals.
The Gales have already recorded 3 steals here in the second half.
And I think it's something we should mention. D'Amica Martinez is somebody that the Gales might want to key in a little bit, utilize her skills here. She's been without points for a while now. 17 on the day.
And now she has it on the near side corner. Using a screen from Robinson, dribbles to the left elbow, picks up her dribble, kick out to Powell. She'll look to take the 3, decides not to. And then she'll kick it around to Martinez. Now almost steps out of bounds. And then Erickson almost tips it away off her dribble, and then it's a cross-court pass to Powell. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Powell driving free throw line. She is hit hard, and they're going to call a traveling violation before the collision, which I do believe is the correct call.
Unfortunate circumstance right there for the Gales.
Gales now looking to put on a 1-2-2 press.
Some backcourt high-pressure defense right here from Iona.
Skreck double teamed by Powell and Martinez. Now Roeder has it, gets it to Steck. Steck going cross-court pass to Anderson. Anderson will put up a shot. It is no good off the back of the rim, and Adams pulls down the rebound. Adams with their eyes forward, dribbling it. Will get it to D'Angelo. Will fake the pass to the corner to Powell. Instead, give it to Martinez, who will give the extra pass to Robinson for 3 from the corner. That's no good. Rebound being fought for. Steck tips it to Roeder, and the Jaspers regain possession.
Beautiful pass right there by the Mika, finding Aaliyah Robinson, who was open for a second.
Roeder down low on the block, and they're going to call a traveling call on Monica Roeder. She talks with the referee, saying there was contact with Joy Adams. There should have been a foul. And Coach Olenowski agrees as Cassidy Ranger comes in replacing Haley D'Angelo.
Cassidy Ranger, someone that the Gales can try and count on at this point. Try and jumpstart this offense to maybe create a little separation here and pull away. 9 points off the bench last game against Ryder.
The Gales have only made 2 of their last 12 shots, so they've gone a little bit cold from the floor.
They need a jump start at the moment.
And who will give it to them? Adams feeds it to Powell on the right wing. Erickson comes out high from the zone. But now Powell will drive to the free throw line, kick it out to Martinez. Extra pass to Robinson. Can she knock this one down from the corner? Yes, she can. The second opportunity drops for Aaliyah Robinson.
Beautiful ball movement right there by the Gales.
And Aaliyah Robinson with 13 points on 5 of 10 shooting, 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. Anderson double teamed in the backcourt as the Gales put on a press. That pass almost thrown away by Robinson. Said Roeder feeds it to Steck. Steck feeds it down low to Erickson. It's tipped out of bounds by Powell, so it'll stay with the Jaspers.
Hey, it stays with the Jaspers, John, but you can't tell me that the Jaspers aren't feeling the pressure at the moment. Gales playing very well on the defensive end right now, putting a lot of pressure on the Manhattan Jaspers.
Skreck feeds it to Roeder, who's double teamed immediately off the inbound, and they're going to call a foul on the floor, and it's going to go on Aaliyah Robinson. It's going to be her second personal. It's going to be the first foul of the half. Quick moving game here. Not a lot of whistles whatsoever.
No, not at all.
A change of pace from the Ryder game. As Erickson now has it off the inbound, feeds it to Skreck, top of the key, down low. That pass tipped by Martinez, but she tips it right to Erickson and then knocks down a jumper. That's just unlucky.
I mean, a menacing Martinez was in the right spot at the right time, but the Gales couldn't capitalize. Exactly, the Gales looked a little unlucky in that moment. And that's a little confusion right there, John.
Martinez went for the cross-court one-handed pass. It was in the vicinity of both Ranger and Powell. Both of them did not go for it, and it goes sailing out of bounds. So Manhattan will get the ball back, trailing by 6, 48-42 with 13:44 to go. Gales still continuing to put on the press as Skreck feeds it to Isaacs. Isaacs looking to go coast to coast, feeds it baseline to Erickson, will kick it out. And that three-point field goal is no good. That shot was attempted by May Parajas, as Robinson will look to answer with their own three-pointer. It's off back rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Skreck.
Gales do a good job with that press because they get right back and swarm the shooters just as quick as they put on the press.
And now Skreck feeds it to Isaacs. Isaacs dishes it out to Steck to the top of the key. And Skreck now calling for it, as continuing to play hot potato around the perimeter, Manhattan is. Barajas waiting in the left corner, waiting to take that three-point field goal, but Skreck is double-team top of the key. 4 seconds on the shot clock now. Barajas puts up a floater, grazes off front of the rim. Martinez pulls down the rebound. Fast break opportunity for Iona. 3-on-2, no look pass to Robinson. Can she finish with the left hand? Yes, she can. You talked about finishing those fast break opportunities. The Gales did that right there.
Capitalization is key, and the Gales right there did a great job of leaving the Jaspers with nowhere to go on their offensive side of the ball, and now here we go. Gales were able to capitalize in transition.
Gales tie their largest lead of the day at 8, score 50-42, and a steal by Aaliyah Robinson. Long distance pass to Powell, left side. She will smartly dribble it out, and now she'll take an uncontested 3, and she knocks it down. And just like that, an 11-point lead for the Gales, as Powell was smart not to go in to a fast break opportunity where she didn't have the numbers. Instead, she dribbles it out. She calmly sets herself. No one was around her. Why not take the three-point field goal?
Hey, they gave it right to her. She realized she didn't have to do anything else but shoot the ball.
Aaliyah Robinson now has 15 points, trailing Martinez, who's yet to score in the second half. She still leads the team with 17. And Alicia Powell, 9 points. possibly a double-double on her way with still having 8 assists.
D'Amica Martinez, I feel, is going to be key when she turns it back on. I feel like she's going to be the X factor in the Gales if they're able to pull away with a win in this contest.
But what a great all-around game for her. 17 points, also 5 rebounds, getting down there on the glass, and 4 assists.
Absolutely, and that's what we've seen all year long. A well-balanced attack from not only D'Amica Martinez, but Joy Adams and Alicia Powell, we can't forget, with the amount of assists that she has today.
Monica Roeder was on the bench for Manhattan during that run for the Gales, and she checks back in at the scores table now for the Jaspers. She leads them with 16 points on 6 of 8 shooting. She's 4 of 5 from long range.
Definitely, and we saw earlier on, John, we saw how they were trading blows from behind the arc. That's kind of changed a little bit midway into the first half, but definitely maybe revisiting that now here in the second half.
Also of note, now 18 bench points for Iona, 0 for Manhattan. I mean, 15 of those 18 points coming from Aaliyah Robinson, but the Jaspers struggling to really click offensively when some of their starters have to take a rest. As now Manhattan will inbound it. For them on the floor, it's Skreck, Erickson, Isaacs, Roeder, and checking in is Kyla Champagne. And now Isaacs will take a 3 off the feed from Champagne, and Nicole Isaacs knocks it down, her first points of the game.
Gales didn't move to the ball right there, and a wide open look for Manhattan to draw the lead within 8.
Powell looking to drive baseline, and she will draw the foul call on Shayna Erickson. Using the body to cut off the baseline, they're going to call a blocking foul. As Powell will now look to inbound it. On the floor for Iona, Ranger, Robinson, Adams, and Martinez. As Powell will inbound it, gets it to Robinson. She'll take the contested jumper off the inbound, and she'll draw the personal foul. Allison Skreck connected on her elbow. Sorry to cut you off.
No problem, no, it's a good job there. The Gales, they need to do as much as they can right at this point to try and create a little bit of cushion. Getting to the line is one way to do it.
Gales 3 of 4 from the free throw line today. Manhattan yet to attempt any from the free throw line.
Aaliyah Robinson from the free throw line is shooting at 70%.
And she missed the first.
It's important to shoot at a high percent from the free throw line.
You got to make your free throws, but she misses both. But the offensive rebound goes to Joy Adams, and she misses the putback. Aaliyah Robinson off a pass from Skreck, who was looking to get it to Roeder, who was open in the corner, but Robinson read it well and tipped it just before Roeder can get her hands on it.
It's just a great job, John, and the Gales reading these passes here in the second half. They've been breaking up a lot of plays, stealing the ball a lot, and creating a lot of peskiness for the Jaspers to handle.
And Skreck having to deal with that all game long. Feeds it to Champagne in the corner. Now Skreck back has it. Feeds it to Erickson. Gets it down low to Roeder, but the pass is stolen away by Robinson once again.
There we go.
Robinson dribbling a mist of Jasper defenders. Feeds it to Martinez. The pull-up jumper knocks it down. First points of the second half for D'Amica Martinez. And the Gales lead by 10.
Now D'Amica ends the drought. We talked so much how about the Jaspers are a great defense, but here the Gales stepping up defensively.
Champagne trapped on the sideline. She throws it out of bounds. Looked like it was off the leg of Haley D'Angelo, as Erickson's going to take a seat. And Steck going to re-enter the game for the Jaspers. Steck gets it into Skreck. Skreck immediately looking to get it down low. Instead it's Isaacs who's going to pump fake the three-point shot. And now she'll feed it to Roeder on the elbow. Driving on Robinson, they're going to call a foul.
And right there, the Gales were just trying to press Monica Roeder. I mean, she's somebody that a double team works well against because, as we keep talking about, she's so powerful, she's so big.
That's 3 personal fouls on Robinson. She will take a seat on the bench. And Roeder will get the inbound, but she'll miss the jumper as she took over Powell. But instead, the offensive rebound goes to Steck. She feeds it out to Isaacs, and then Isaacs makes the Gales pay once again. Left wide open for 3, her second in a row.
And the rebound looms large right there. Defensive rebounding, John.
Iona is out rebounding Manhattan 24-19. However,
on the defensive end, not looking so good.
7 offensive rebounds for the Jaspers as D'Amica Martinez misses a floater, but the rebound goes out of bounds off the hand of Monica Roeder, so it'll stay with Iona. A new shot clock with 10:33 to go. Iona holds a 55-48 lead. D'Angelo looking to inbound it, gets it to Powell in the corner, being guarded by Skrek. Skrek forces the pass inside to Adams, but Adams is able to lay it in. I believe that was over Champagne, who was trying to match up against the athleticism of Joy Adams.
As an example, Joy Adams in the middle of everybody pretty much on the Jaspers, and she gets it done. Finishes.
Joy Adams now with 11 points as Monica Roeder will take a 3-point field goal. That's an air ball. Steck, though, pulls down the offensive rebound. Kick out to Skrek for 3. Skrek's long rebound pulled in by Roeder, and then Roeder will put it in off the glass and in.
As Monica Roeder just being Joy Adams, but on the opposite side right there, getting the rebound and putting it in.
Monica Roeder now with 18 points, having a very good day for the senior. D'Angelo looking to drive toward the elbow, now gives it to Adams on the left elbow. She'll drive on Champagne, take it all the way to the hoop, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Joy Adams.
I'll probably agree with that call, John. Looked like the right call that the referees made here today.
I do agree.
And it's going to be interesting here to see the Gales put the pressure on Roeder. And there's the steal.
But they're going to call a foul on Powell. And Roeder pleading with Champagne to telling her to come to her whenever she picks up a dribble in the backcourt. Doesn't want to risk that long pass that Iona's been really deflecting quite well today.
It's a good example of leadership, though, taking control, trying to be improvising right here for the Jaspers.
Steck on the block, cross-court pass to Roeder in the right corner, dribbling out toward the wing. Now spin move on Adams, feeds it down low to Champagne, pump fakes on the block by Martinez, but she missed the jumper over Martinez, and the rebound goes to Adams. Adams now with a double-double, going coast to coast, puts it into second gear, losing control of it on the way up. The ball goes in the hands of Skrek. Skrek now, fast break opportunity for the Jaspers. Will take it up against Martinez, but she'll miss the layup. And then Adams pulls down the rebound, and we go back the other way. Fast-paced tempo here. Martinez, kick out, Ranger for 3 from the corner. It does not fall, and it bounces off the top of the backboard. No go to Manhattan. I think that might have been a nail breaker, if you will. What analogy am I looking for?
I'm not sure, John. What are you looking for?
It would have been a big bucket for Cassidy Ranger and the Gales.
It was a great opportunity. The Manhattan defense had no opportunity to set. It was in transition, and Ranger just could not come down with it.
Man, that was a failed attempt at analogy there.
It happens.
Skrek driving left side, kick to Steck on the elbow. Steck's jumper, nothing but net. Lead down to 5. Iona leading 57-52. 18:30 to go here in the second half from Jade Gymnasium. It's Mac Hoops here on IonaInsider.com. As D'Angelo driving left side, using a Martinez screen kick out to Powell for 3 in the corner. She'll take the baseline jumper, driving past Roeder, and she'll knock it down.
Great decision right there by Alicia Powell. When that defender leaves their feet, you head right in, and that's what Alicia Powell did, and she took advantage. Powell
now with double-digit points. 11 for her with 9 assists. 1 more, she has a double-double.
So important as a defender, John, to stay on the ground as long as possible. It makes it difficult for the shooter to score in that opportunity.
Blake Underhill checks in for the Jaspers. As Monica Roeder driving toward the left block, kicks out to Skrek. D'Angelo playing defense in her shorts right now as Martinez switches up onto her, though, and Underhill now on the far side being matched up by Powell. Powell giving her a lot of space as Underhill feeds it to Skrek on the left corner. Cross-court pass to Erickson on the elbow. Erickson kicks out to Underhill, the long 2-point field goal as the shot clock winds down. Doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Robinson. Long pass to Powell. Powell pull for the floater before Underhill can undermine her. Well, Underhill altered the shot, and Powell missed it off the side of the rim.
Great job by Iona there on the defensive side, limiting the Jaspers' opportunities to score, but couldn't capitalize in transition.
Manhattan going to call a timeout, down 59-52, 7:26 left. And that's going to bring us to an official timeout. The Gales looking to rebound after their first loss in nearly 3 months, and they're well on their way to it, holding a 7-point lead with 7:26 to go.
Let's all go to the Beachmont. Come in and see what we're all about. For years, the Beachmont has been all about you. Great dining, great atmosphere, and has been a meeting place where the entire Iona community gathers. The Beachmont Tavern at 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle, right across the street from Iona, has always been the first choice for Gale fans before and after each game. We are open 7 days a week for lunch or dinner and is a fun place to be any hour of the day. Mondays are half-price wing nights at the Beachmont. Enjoy the best buffalo wings in town, along with half off of domestic pitchers. Tuesday is a 2-for-1 night with domestic bottles and appetizers. Wednesday, enjoy our great burgers, half-priced as well, along with $3 domestic bottles. Friday is happy hour, so come in and enjoy some complimentary wings. If you're planning a get-together at the Beachmont, they have a private room available for your party. Or if you're having it at home, let the Beachmont cater it. The Beachmont is more than just a restaurant, it's a meeting place for sports fans. Watch the big game on one of our large TVs. The Beachmont has the NFL's Sunday Ticket. Bring in a ticket stub from any Iona game and receive a free half-dozen Beachmont wings. That's the Beachmont Tavern, 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle. We look forward to seeing you there.
Back here at Dratty Gymnasium as the Iona Gales try to hold on to a 59-52 lead with 7:26 left to play here in the second half. And it's been a tough contest today, John. Both of these teams playing neck and neck.
Both these teams shooting incredibly well. Iona shooting 46 on the day. The Jaspers shooting at a 49% clip as Skrek looked to get it down low to Roeder, but they said Roeder was being held by Cassidy Ranger. And that's going to be the 5th team foul on Iona.
And we mentioned earlier how there was almost no whistles in the first half, and now we're making up for it.
Joy Adams comes in replacing Ranger. Skrek feeds to Steck now on the left wing off the inbound. On the give-and-go pass, Joy Adams steals it away. Adams feeds it to Martinez. Martinez going toward the elbow. Sees Powell open in the corner. However, the pass is tipped. Now Powell will drive it. She'll put up the floater contested. It goes off the backboard.
Yet another steal for the Gales, but unable to score as they move the ball down the court. Now Manhattan will have possession.
Powell went over to Robinson and shook her hand and went, "My bad," because on that Powell drive, Robinson was wide open in the left corner for 3, but Powell put up the contested shot. Now Underhill gets it to Skrek down low. That pass is stolen away by Joy Adams. Like a safety in football, she's stolen multiple passes today. However, her pass is now swiped away by the Jaspers.
And back and forth we go. As you mentioned, Joy Adams is doing a great job, so dominant, but you can't just turn it right back over.
Joy Adams now with 4 steals on the day. Same with D'Amica Martinez. As on the drive, Skrek is going to be fouled on the floor. Skrek took it from the left wing and basically took it straight to the hole with reckless abandon. And now she will inbound it on the baseline. Looking to get it to Roeder on the block. Roeder spin move to the center of the paint. Her hook shot doesn't fall, and Joy Adams pulls down the board.
Getting big, Joy Adams right there. She really can't get any bigger, though.
Powell now at the top of the key, feeds it to Adams. Adams double team for a second by Erickson and Underhill. Instead, Adams will drive it. And they're going to say she traveled on her way to the elbow. Haley D'Angelo coming over to her, calming her down, saying, "Don't worry about it."
Being the captain she is, taking control as the 5th-year player Haley D'Angelo is. She's very experienced, knows how to take control of the game.
A true leader with coaching potential, according to Mike Ritz, as discussed in our halftime show. And now they're going to call a foul on Haley D'Angelo as the referees are going to say she was holding on to Skrek, who was trying to get hand of the ball off a screen from Roeder. But it's now going to be 1-1 for the rest of the game for Manhattan. However, only 2 team fouls called on the Jaspers this half. It's 6:05 to go remaining in regulation. The Gales hold a 59-52 lead. And Skrek is first and up on its way, and it is good.
Difficult for the Gales to allow Manhattan to go to the line at this point in the game. I mean, it's definitely a close game at this point. 59-53 with Iona leading.
Skrek shoots 75% from the free throw line on the year, and she knocks them both down there. Iona lead cut to 5. Their largest lead of the day has been 11, as it was last at the 12-19 mark, as Powell has it at the elbow. Kick out to D'Angelo. She does not take the open shot. Instead, she drives to the free throw line. Kick out to Powell. She'll take the open three. It does not fall, and Erickson pulls down the rebound for the Jaspers and hands it off to Skreck.
Good job, Haley D'Angelo, finding the open player right there, but the Gales not able to finish it off.
Manhattan trying to stay in this one. Skreck going behind the screen of both Steck and Erickson. And another foul is going to be called on Haley D'Angelo. Immediately, Cassie Ranger is going to come in and replace her, and D'Angelo is not happy.
Well, you know, John, I don't know if I'd be happy at this point if I was her either. I mean, she definitely wants to be in the game at this point, but it is essential. I think she comes out at this point.
Yeah, with 4 personal fouls.
Can't let her foul out. Important player to this Iona Gales team.
Allison Skreck takes a seat. Underhill enters the game for the Jaspers, as now Erickson will head to the free throw line. Erickson first up on its way is good. Erickson on the year shooting at a 57% clip. Manhattan as a team hits roughly 68% of their free throws. They didn't have any free throw attempts in the first half, as the second one from Erickson is up and on its way. Nothing but net. And a lead down to 3, a 1-possession lead for Iona with 5:30 to go.
And I told you this game wasn't over, John, and now Manhattan an opportunity to strike here and take a possible lead.
Powell, pass stolen away by Erickson, tips it. Erickson, athletic play there, try and keep it in bounds. However, her foot was on the sideline, so we'll stay with Iona. 16 seconds on the shot clock, 5:16 on the game clock. Martinez feeds it to Powell. Powell had the extra pass to Robinson in the corner. Now feeds it to Robinson on the elbow. Cross-court pass to Ranger. Ranger corrals it. Down low to block. On the block to Adams. Kick out pass to Powell for 3. Yes! A big bucket for Alicia Powell. Give her 14 points to give the Gales a 6-point edge.
Working inside and then kicking it out. Right there, we said that would be key early on, is to have some action in the paint and try and open up some shooters.
Big bucket there to stop the Manhattan momentum, as Isaacs will look to answer with a 3. Barely graces the rim. The offensive rebound goes to Steck, and they're going to call a foul as Steck and Adams collide on the baseline. They're going to call the foul on Joy Adams, so Manhattan will head to the free throw line once again.
And that was just a case of 2 very big girls going at the basketball, and it resulted in a collision. Unfortunately for the Gales, once again, Manhattan getting an opportunity here at the free throw line with a close game. They're only down by 6 points with 4:40 left to play.
Ashley Steck out of Cazenovia, New York, standing at 6'1". Her free throw up on its way, and it drops in. On the year, Steck shooting at 78% from the free throw line. She's the best free throw shooter for this Manhattan team, with anyone over 15 attempts. She misses the second, and so Manhattan now down by 4. Will look for a stop here, as Robinson has it at the top of the key. Feeds it to Powell. Extra pass to Rangers, tipped by Anderson. And with 18 seconds on the shot clock.
And a good job right there, Manhattan breaking up a play. I mean, the last thing they want to happen is Iona to gain any cushion right now, as they're trying to close in on this lead.
Powell looking to use the screen from Adams. Now Adams dives to the corner. It's Martinez looking to set the screen. Powell driving to the elbow. Great bounce pass to Ranger for a 3-point field goal. Doesn't drop, goes off back to the rim. Rebound goes to Underhill, and they're going to call a traveling violation on Underhill due to the fantastic ball pressure from Alicia Powell.
Alicia Powell just really on top of Underhill and made it very impossible for the Jaspers to move that ball down the court.
New shot clock for Iona. 4:07 left in the game, leading by 4. Robinson gets it off the inbound. Loses control over dribble, but now regathers it. She'll drive to the elbow, kick out to Adams at the MAC logo, and they're going to call a reach-in foul.
I feel like this has been a game of deflections and steals, John.
The foul goes on Blake Underhill, and with 3:59 left, we'll take our final official timeout of this one. The Gales hold a 4-point lead with 4 minutes to go here on IonaInsider.com.
The Iona College Goal Club is an association of dedicated friends and alumni who support Gale athletic programs. Annual membership provides the needed academic support services, equipment, and facility upgrades for their student athletes. For more information on the Goal Club, call the Goal Club office at 914-633-2071 or visit on the web at icgales.com. That's www.icgales.com. The Iona College Goal Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
Gets it off from midcourt.
Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into the action.
All the way to the finish.
At Ticketmaster.com, Massachusetts.com, or at the Mass Mutual Center box office. Presented by Mass Mutual Financial Group.
Back here at Dratty Gymnasium, where things are getting exciting with the Jaspers closing in on a Gales lead of 62-58. And John, I don't know how this one's going to turn out. We still have a lot of time left with 3 minutes and 59 seconds. And something is capitalizing so far has been for the Gales. Playing good defense there. Alicia Powell all over Underhill in previous play before we went to break.
Powell leading the charge defensively. Should be of note, though, the Iona captain, Haley D'Angelo, with 4 personal fouls. As Alicia Powell inbounds it to Martinez, and we are underway here. Under 4 minutes to go. Iona holds a 4-point lead. Looking to hang on here to get back on the winning track and remain atop the MAC conference with a 13-1 record. And Martinez will take a 3 off a feed from Powell, and she'll miss it, and Roeder will pull down the rebound. She'll feed it to Steku, then he'll hand it off to Skrek, and Manhattan will look to cut into the lead. And as I mentioned, Haley D'Angelo, she is now sitting at the scorer's table.
D'Amica's really gotten cold here in the second half. She has 19 points on the day, but had 17 in the first half.
They're going to call an offensive foul on Allison Skrek, saying she shoved off of Alicia Powell, and that'll give the ball back to Iona. A costly foul there on Skrek. And with 3:22 left, Iona will regain the ball, and D'Angelo is back at the point guard position. Feeding it to Martinez. Martinez jab step on Skrek. She'll go right side, putting up a floater contested. She'll get her own offensive rebound. She'll put it back up. And great effort there by D'Amica Martinez. Give her now 21 points.
D'Amica didn't stop till she finished there, John, and that's something she may have to do in order to get her to almost use it as a catalyst to get herself going again.
And now they're going to call a foul on Alicia Powell as Skrek was dribbling it up the left sideline. They're going to call it one of those double hand check fouls. So Skrek will head to the charity stripe, where she's 2 for 2 so far today. Allison Skrek had 12 points in the opening 10 minutes of the game. However, has had only 2 points since. Make it 3 as she knocks down the first free throw. Skrek second up on its way, and good. D'Angelo bring the ball at the floor for Iona. Under 3 minutes to go. Iona leading 64-60. Martinez now on the left side. Jab step on Isaacs, taking it to the elbow. She'll take the pull-up jumper. She'll knock it down right in front of Isaacs. There's nothing you can do to defend that shot.
And just as I said she went cold, she turned it back on. D'Amica with a big shot right there for Iona to now have a 6-point cushion for Manhattan's possession.
And now Skrek will feed it down low to Erickson, but they're going to call a foul on Aaliyah Robinson as she was going for the steal. They're going to say body contact as the sophomore ran into the sophomore for Manhattan. A collision of second-year players will result with the Manhattan Center, at the free throw line.
And the Jaspers have been constantly at the free throw line here in the second half, and perfect opportunities for them to capitalize.
Harrison knocks down the first. Manhattan so far perfect from the free throw line. 9 of 9 for the Jaspers. And Allison Skreck, her career high is 19 points. As we mentioned, she has 16 so far today as Erickson's second up on its way and good. And so the lead cut back down to 4, 66-62. Now can Manhattan get a stop? That's been their problem of late. The Gales have been able to score. Martinez asking for the ball. She gets it. Now she'll dribble it to the left wing. She'll kick it to Powell. That pass is stolen away by Erickson, yet it's picked right back by Alicia Powell. Bailing out D'Amica Martinez off that bad pass.
Telegraphed the pass, but got lucky to get it right back.
Powell picking the pocket. I believe that was of Steck, and now Powell will kick it out to Robinson for 3. It doesn't drop. Offensive rebound, D'Amica Martinez. Double teamed on the block. Kick it out to D'Angelo. And a smart timeout called by Coach Godsey. With 1:46 left, Martinez was trapped on the baseline, and Coach Godsey wisely uses one of her timeouts.
I mean, we've seen this the whole game. The Gales have been getting their offensive rebounds. They've been getting them, and defensive is where they've been struggling. But right there, it's key that D'Amica was able to give her team a second chance opportunity right there.
D'Amica Martinez, 23 points on 9 of 20 shooting. She's made 5 of 10 three-point field goals. She has not made a trifecta here in the second half. Aaliyah Robinson took in 13 shots off the bench, 3 of 10 shooting from beyond the arc. She has 15 total. 4 Iona players are in double figures, so a fairly balanced score sheet for the Gales today.
As you mentioned balanced, you also mentioned D'Amica was not able to hit her threes. She went in a little bit of a drought, but what makes her so great is she's able to utilize her other skills. That's why she has so many tools as a player. Like driving the lane, pull-up jumpers, getting offensive rebounds.
And now Martinez will inbound it to Adams, who will feed it to Powell. And Iona, with 20 seconds on the shot clock, will feed it to Martinez. Martinez screen from Robinson. The elbow jumper is good. And that's a great screen by Aaliyah Robinson to free up D'Amica Martinez.
Great job, I agree, John. Aaliyah Robinson giving D'Amica the opportunity to score.
Iona leading 68-62 over Manhattan as Roeder drives top of the key. Martinez matched up on her, feeds it to Underhill. D'Angelo giving her space to shoot. Underhill, now switched onto by Joy Adams, is trapped at the top of the key, handoff to Skreck. Now Adams matched up on her. Skreck trying to take Adams off the dribble. Gets a give and go pass to Steck, top of the key. Down low to Underhill with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Underhill puts up a layup. No good. Erickson's offensive rebound goes in though. The offensive tip in cuts the lead down to 4.
The inability right there to get a defensive rebound for the Gales and looms large.
Powell has it now. Left wing, dribbles top of the key, right at the three-point line. Martinez now has it. Taking a couple dribbles backwards. Now will drive elbow. Alicia Powell from long range. That's a brick off the backboard, and Roeder gets the rebound. That's a bad shot by Alicia Powell. It's going to lead to an outlet pass, and Shayna Erickson is going to lay it in for Manhattan. And the lead is now 2. 68-66 lead for Iona with 32.9 seconds left. Just like that. That was a bad shot by Alicia Powell.
Man, John, Alicia, she threw it up from way downtown. And I mean, as you said, that was a bad decision because the Jaspers were able to close the lead in 2.
There is a 2.9 second difference between the shot clock and game clock right now, so Iona can take it down all the way if they want, then put up a shot as the buzzer sounds, and they give Manhattan a really tricky situation to try and get a score and tie this game up. Manhattan did just take their final timeout. It is a full timeout, so Coach Olenowski's now going to have to draw up a plan here to see what's he going to do. Is he going to foul here, or is he going to let his team play it out and then try and run with the final 2.9 seconds?
If I was him, I would probably go for a foul here, John. I would definitely take that approach in this situation. The Jaspers need to do something to get that ball back.
Iona is the top-ranked free throw shooting team in the MAC, shooting at 79%. D'Amica Martinez at 89%, Alicia Powell's at 84%, and Haley D'Angelo is at 83%. So those are the 3 players you want in right now if you're Coach Godsey.
And that's what makes Iona a special team. I mean, John Olenowski, he's got the choice, as you said, to send the Gales to the free throw line, but you must remember, they do shoot very well from the free throw line to give themselves a little bit of a cushion here that they they need.
On the floor for Iona, Aaliyah Robinson, Haley D'Angelo, Joy Adams, Alicia Powell, and D'Amica Martinez. For Manhattan, it's Blake Underhill, Allison Skreck, Ashley Steck, Monica Roeder, and Shayna Erickson. Robinson's to inbound it from underneath the basket. She can run the baseline if she wants. She gets it into D'Angelo. D'Angelo is then fouled immediately by Erickson. And as you mentioned, she'll begins the fouling game with 31.6 seconds remaining.
It'll be interesting to see here if the Gales can capitalize on this opportunity they've been given.
Robinson now to inbound it as Manhattan only has 5 team fouls, so it's not yet 1-1. Robinson gets it to Martinez, and a foul on Erickson once again, trying to get the steal. And that foul is on Erickson, which is her 5th personal, so she is fouled out. And now the teams will huddle up as Manhattan now has to decide who are they going to put in to replace Erickson when they really have not had any production from the bench today.
And that's going to hurt them, John. I mean, Erickson has 16 points on the day. I mean, she was obviously used as an offensive weapon, and you look at 3 players here for the Jaspers who have been in double digits, and Erickson, Streck, and Roeder being the leaders of the pack. For the Gales, they have put up 4 players with double digits today. Powell, Martinez, Robinson, and Adams, with Martinez being the leader, 25 points, leading the game in scoring today.
Foul trouble for Iona. Of note, D'Angelo with 4 fouls, Robinson with 4, Powell with 3. Checking in Nicole Isaacs for Manhattan. Robinson now to inbound it, gets it to Martinez. Martinez driving up the sideline. She is fouled, and now it'll be 1-1. That is the 7th team foul. The foul goes on Monica Roeder. That's her first personal foul. So Martinez will now look to capitalize from the free throw line.
D'Amica has not been at the free throw line at all today.
But she knocks down the first one, gives Iona a 3-point lead.
A huge thing for the Gales at this point in the game, as you mentioned with the foul game going on, is to be capitalizing on these free throw opportunities.
And Martinez does on the second. Now Manhattan needs a quick score. Skreck to bring the ball up the floor, being guarded by Powell. Powell staring into Ariza Skreck using a Steck screen. Now she gets it to Underhill. Underhill feeds it down low to Steck, posting up on Powell. She misses the layup. Adams pulls down the rebound, and she is fouled. That's a big miss by Steck, and she knows it as she claps her hands in frustration. And Joy Adams will head to the free throw line. Iona up by 4, 70-66, with 15.2 seconds left.
Huge right there, huge play, and you know, it's just the inability to get that to go. And Joy Adams, I mean, just so tough down low. I mean, there's no way with her under the hoop that anybody's going to get a second chance at that.
13 rebounds on the day for Joy Adams, and Manhattan got the matchup they wanted. They had Steck posted up on a much smaller Alicia Powell, and Steck just could not capitalize as Adams' first free throw up and on its way. Nothing but net. Give Iona now a 5-point lead.
Joy Adams today is 4 of 5 from the free throw line.
Make it 4 of 6. She misses the second. Steck tips the rebound to Skreck. Skreck losing control of it. She's matched up now by Adams. Ball on the ground, and they're going to call a foul on Joy Adams. She was diving for the ball. Skreck lost control of it in the backcourt. Ball was on the ground, and Adams kind of dove, took out the legs of Skreck.
Joy Adams looked like a lion trying to attack its prey in the jungle. All over Skreck.
The senior guard out of New Jersey will now look to cut this lead down to 3. Skreck is 4 for 4 from the free throw line so far today. Manhattan perfect 10 of 10. As the first one up on its way is good. 8.7 seconds remaining. Iona does have 3 timeouts. Manhattan has 0.
John, there's going to have to be another foul that Manhattan.
Skreck misses the free throw. Aaliyah Robinson gets the rebound, and she's fouled by Steck.
Imperative right there to get that foul.
Ashley Steck's third personal, but with 6.7 seconds left, Aaliyah Robinson will head to the charity stripe. The Iona leading by 4, 71-67, and a bad time for Skreck to miss Manhattan's first free throw of the game.
There was no other choice in that opportunity to just try to send Aaliyah to the line and see if she can hopefully miss if you're a Manhattan Jaspers fan.
However, the first one up on its way is missed, and Nicole Isaacs pulls down the rebound, but with only 5 seconds left, she feeds it to Skreck. Skreck to Roeder. Roeder has to put up a prayer for 3 at the buzzer. It is no good, and Iona will pull out the 71-67 victory here at Girardi Gymnasium. They escaped this one against the Jaspers as Manhattan made a furious comeback at the end.
Oh, furious comeback, John. I told you from the beginning of this game, or actually midway through, that this was not going to be done until the final buzzer. And right here, Manhattan puts up an effort, but the Gales are able to hang on for the win and pull away after their loss against Rider.
Iona improves to 13-1 in the MAC as head coach Billy Gotzi now approaching the table. The Gales bouncing back from their loss to Rider. Coach, congratulations on the win. 71-67 victory over Manhattan. What are your initial thoughts following the win?
Still not happy with the way we're playing defense, so we're going to have to get better. If we want to keep going forward, we need to get better defensively.
How happy were you with the energy Iona came out with following the loss to Manhattan? Were you happy the way they came out and started this one?
Again, I'm still not thrilled. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not thrilled with the way we're playing right now. I'm not thrilled with our energy. I'm not thrilled with our defense and our execution, so we need to get better.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Now going to be joined by senior D'Amica Martinez. D'Amica, congratulations on the win. 27 points for you, 10 of 21 shooting. You also had 7 rebounds as well, which is a season high. How did you feel out there on the court today?
Just came out with a lot of energy coming off that loss. I took that loss personal. I fouled out. So I just wanted to come out and give my team as much as I can today.
How did it feel for you guys as a team to come out quickly? It's only a one-day rest after the loss to Rider. Was it good to get back on the court right away and start playing basketball, not dwell too much on the loss?
Yeah, like we said, it's a loss. Like, there's nothing we can do about it. It's the past, just to move on. It happens. Your winning streak comes to an end one day. And honestly, it was a wake-up call for us. So hopefully we take that momentum and just keep moving forward.
All right, D'Amica, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
The Gales victorious over the Manhattan Jaspers 71-67. We'll take a short commercial break here on IonaInsider.com and come back with the final stats. The Iona Gales improved to 13-1 in conference play.
The Iona College Goal Club is an association of dedicated friends and alumni who support Gale athletic programs. Annual membership provides the needed academic support services, equipment, and facility upgrades for their student athletes. For more information on the Goal Club, call the Goal Club office at 914-633-2071 or visit on the web at icgales.com. That's www.icgales.com. The Iona College Goal Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
Gets it off from midcourt.
Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into the action.
All the way to the finish.
At Ticketmaster.com, Massachusetts.com, or the Mass Mutual Center box office. Presented by Mass Mutual Financial Group.
Welcome back here to IonaInsider.com. It's the post-game show. The Iona Gales victorious over the Manhattan Jaspers 71-67. This one got a little bit too close for comfort, Anthony, but the Gales were able to pull this one out.
Well, John, this was a close game throughout. Manhattan was constantly trying to make an effort to overcome the Gales in this game. Early on, they were pretty much running things in the paint. Iona was not able to defend. Swiss cheese defense in the paint, but later on, a pesky defense was what Iona created, and that created a lot of deflections. They really got the ball pretty much in a lot of steals, and that really made it difficult for Manhattan to adapt to. And of course, D'Amica Martinez with 27 points on the day was key in the Gales' victory.
D'Amica Martinez shot 10 of 21. I think an unsung hero today, where we mentioned her, 14 points for Alicia Powell, but those 9 assists, she did have 8 of them in the first half. However, 9 assists is a new career high for her. She was really dishing the ball well, and she used her penetration to precision in breaking down that Manhattan zone.
Absolutely. Early on, I saw the Gales were a little careless with their passing, but as you said, Alicia Powell, she was the reason to say I was wrong. And she just came up huge today. Obviously, D'Amica Martinez also added 4 of those assists, but it was Powell who was a huge part of the Gales' win.
Joy Adams finishes with 12 points, 13 rebounds, extends her double-digit double-double streak to 13 games. She was battling down low. You liked her ferocity, diving for those balls, and her physical play down low in the box.
Exactly. She's just always so difficult to deal with under the hoop, and we saw that today. I mean, so many rebounds she was able to get, including at the end. The Gales were able to capitalize on that missed layup, and Joy Adams came down with the rebound, and that was the way that the Gales put Manhattan away.
Looking at the specialty stats, 20 points off turnovers for Iona. They turned Manhattan over 17 times, were able to capitalize on those opportunities. They also had 16 second chance points and 18 points off the bench. Can't say enough about Aaliyah Robinson, 6 of 13 shooting, 15 points. She's making herself a contender for 6th man of the year in the MAC.
Exactly, and Aaliyah Robinson wanted the ball all the time. She knew that she could get it done, and she did. And when she was open, the Gales needed to do a good job of getting her the ball, and she was able to do so.
The Gales improved to 20-3 on the year. They matched their win total from last year, and they improved to 13-1 in the MAC, and they will remain a tie the MAC conference with Marist. They're currently at first place now. Marist will likely win their next game, and then they'll be a tie atop the MAC because these are the two powerhouses in the conference.
Absolutely, and it was imperative that the Gales were able to come back today after a tough loss. I mean, their whole season has been pretty much on top of the line. I mean, they haven't had many losses at all, but the depression that had set in after breaking that 18-game winning streak, it was important for them to keep their heads held high. They came back, they had a great practice, as Coach Godsey mentioned before, and today they were able to take it to a very tough defensive Manhattan team.
The Gales victorious 71-67. I'm Jonathan Senko. Thank you for joining me, Anthony Carlo, here on IonaInsider.com. The Gales will next be in action next Friday when they'll be at home battling Monmouth on Valentine's Day. It'll be a doubleheader at the Heinz Center. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here this Saturday afternoon, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Check out JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue on City Island, serving fresh seafood, sumptuous sizzling steaks, and delicious Italian specialties. JP's is open every day year-round. Come in for lunch at JP's Waterside every day starting at 11. Don't forget about us for catering all your special occasions either. Walk-ins and reservations are accepted. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue right there on City Island. Give us a call at 718-885-3364. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant on City Island.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
Gets it off from midcourt.
Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into the action.
All the way to the finish.
At Ticketmaster.com, Massachusetts.com, or at the Mass Mutual Center box office. Presented by Mass Mutual Financial Group.
Iona College basketball on ICGales.com was brought to you by the Beachmont Tavern at 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle, right across from the Iona campus. By the Iona College Goal Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics. By Shannon Beverages, North Avenue in New Rochelle, for all of your beverage needs. Iona basketball is also brought to you by JP's Restaurant on City Island, by Pasta Pasta, by the Yellow Book, and by All Sport International for all of your travel needs. The proceeding was a presentation of the Iona College Athletic Department.